Despite Ram bringing the V8 Hemi back for the 2026 model year, if you want the most power out of a mainstream 1500 series truck, this is the engine you get, the 3-liter high-output Hurricane inline 6. But if you do get this smaller twin turbocharged engine, can you expect better fuel economy on the highway? Well, tonight we're going to find out. Hey everybody, it's Charlie from DM Moto, and tonight we've got the real-world highway fuel economy test on the 2026 Ram 1500 Tungsten with the 3-liter high-output Hurricane. In this test, we're going to head out on the highway and do 50 miles out and 50 miles back, averaging 70 miles per hour to get a realistic fuel economy number for this full-size truck. Before we get started, let's hop out and take a look at it. Yes, shiny, chrome-adorned, and green, the Ram 1500 series Tungsten. This is the most expensive Ram 1500 you're going to get, coming in about $94,000 as you're looking at it. It's got a whole bunch of bells, features, whistles, and goodies, but there isn't any getting around that price tag. We did mostly get this truck in order to test out the 23-speaker Klipsch reference audio systems. Check the link below if you would like to see that. We've also got coverage of the V8 Bighorn that we drove earlier this year, as well as the Rebel that we drove earlier last year. So check the links below for all those. Let's also give a big shout out to the video sponsor, LasFit. Now this Ram Tungsten came with some carpeted floor mats that sort of matched the seats and looked cool, but we're going to get very dirty very quickly if you live anywhere where you do actual work or you get snow, slush, anything like that. So a set of these LasFit mats is going to do a much better job at keeping the truck clean and making it easier to clear out any dirt, slush, snow, gunk, debris that gets in. Not only that, they go nicely under the front seats so that rear passengers will get their feet down in there. Don't get it too dirty. With this cargo box style, you'll still get the mat going back there a little ways, but they do make mats for the non-cargo box style as well that are going to cover a little bit differently. And then up here in the front, you're seeing them go nicely underneath both pedals and up on the dead pedal. Coming out in the sill, because you want to protect your little Ram badge sill right there. This is going to do a good job clicking down in the factory latches right there. I will say the siping is not as deep on these mats as we've seen with other floor mats from LasFit. So interesting call for them right there. But I think for most use, this is going to do a pretty good job. So big shout out to LasFit for helping us out and supporting this. Check the link below if you want to get set for your Ram 1500 or just about any other vehicle out there aside from some mid-20 teens Hyundais. LasFit probably has mats for you. So big shout out to them. Check the link below for some mats. So why do we do this test? Well, the EPA's highway fuel economy test, which gives this Ram 21 miles per gallon, that test only averages 48 miles per hour. We know there are plenty of people who use their trucks for big highway stints and would like to know what sort of numbers you can realistically expect cruising at real-world speeds. So in order to test that out, I'm going to head out on the highway here at night when there's less traffic. I'm going to go out and do 100 miles, come back to the gas station and fill up using the same pump and the same 3-click fueling method, and get a result. Now a few things to note for the test. Outside temperature will be somewhere in the high 60s, low 70s as we're cruising along the coast. Our tire pressures are going to be set at their door placard 36 psi cold, and I'm going to be running the climate control at 73 degrees auto. So with that, let's get to the test. Why does the Ram say this road is closed? It's wide open, Ram. I just drove down it. Why? Why do you say that? This is why vehicles that just use Google built-in are superior. We are all topped off, put in just over a gallon of gasoline here into the Ram 1500. We're going to reset our trip computer. Let's reset the MPG screen as well. Don't we have a dedicated MPG? Oh, maybe not. Oh, that'll be fine. Get the climate control set at 73 auto. Hit the GPS, and we are ready to begin. Now we do have a number of different drive modes in here, although the screen is so laggy when I try to change modes that I couldn't even tell you what all of them are. Take a look here. We'll shift left. We've got, okay, so we're on auto. Snow, tow, sport, off-road, and auto. I think what was happening earlier is it kept trying to go into off-road mode, as I clicked over, and then it couldn't because it wasn't in 4-wheel drive, and then it just kept cycling itself in a weird way. We also have 4-wheel drive, auto, high, and low. We're just going to be doing the test in 2-wheel drive. We'll take it nice and easy over to the highway. It's about half a mile away, and pick up the test from there. Now, ever since this truck was delivered to me, the lumbar has been way too aggressive in my back, and I can't figure out how to adjust it. Is it done on the screen? Seats. Yes, lumbar in and out. Is that improving? Yes, okay. That's all the way? Huh. Back bolster, is that, no, that's this. Okay. Lumbar up, down, comes that down. Huh. Interesting. Alright. A lot of adjustability to these seats, so it'll be interesting to see how it is for the whole trip. Now, the goal of this test isn't to hypermile. We're not trying to get the best possible fuel economy for this truck, but rather a realistic figure. So in order to do that, we're getting up to highway speed here at a reasonable pace, and I'm going to set the cruise control to a GPS-indicated 71 miles per hour. That should allow us to average 70 over the whole test. Our speedometer is looking remarkably accurate, so 71 on the dash is giving us 71 on the GPS. Oh, wait a minute. 72. I guess we gotta dial down one. There we go, 71. Initial highway impressions. Getting a little bit more road noise from the back right door area than I would like. Maybe once we close the sunroof, maybe that'll help a little bit. We do have Ram's active lane keeping functionality, which I believe the Rebel that I had tested before also had, but didn't have a chance to use that because I was in fresh dad brain mode and completely missed it. So we're going to be testing that out here today. How fast is that Sonata want to go? I won't go back. Yeah, still a little bit louder back there than I'd like, but we'll see how it is over some other types of asphalt. Yeah, but big story with this one is testing out the Klipsch audio system. So I will be putting that to work here with some members-only tracks. Check the link below if you want to see that. And in the meantime, enjoy this time lapse of the entire trip. Coming into the end of the highway fuel economy test here in the Ram 1500 Tungsten. Well, regarding fuel economy, we're sitting right at 21.2 miles per gallon, which I would say is a fairly decent figure for a full-size, high-power truck like this. In terms of general comfort, I do have to admit, these seats, I am quite comfortable still. They seem a little firm when you first get in it, but for those of you who really know, a firm seat is not a bad thing. That often means it's supportive, and that's what we're getting here. Oh, my GoPro just fell. The Volvo seats are like that. You get in them at first, and you're like, these aren't very squishy. But if you want longer drive comfort, you don't want a super squishy seat. You want support in the right places, and this seat does seem to have that. And obviously, there's a ton of customization to it as well. The active driving assist. Sometimes, let's see if it does it right now. Yeah, look at that. Well, it actually entirely gave up. Maybe I wasn't on hands-free mode. There we go, hands-free. Will it change lanes? Yes, this time it will. Sometimes you press the turn signal stalk and it just doesn't change lanes. Oh. Come on, you got it, buddy. Yeah, we're just gonna see. You saw it right there. Didn't really pull that one off too well there, did you, Ram? It's a rudimentary system. I mean, I just got off a week with Super Cruise in the Silverado EV, and that was better. And I still thought that was rudimentary compared to Tesla full self-driving, so we still got quite a ways to go. I remember it was like 7 or 8 years ago, people were making a big deal about semi-autonomous driving tech, and we really haven't seemed to have come that far with it. What else? Klipsch sound system, overall good, but tuned way too heavy on the bass. I had the bass down anywhere from 5 to 8 out of 9 clicks down, just to get it balanced sounding. So could be better. Absolutely, but it is quite a bit better than the Harman Kardon system and the Alpine in this truck. So there is that. What else? Seems to be a little bit loud on the concrete sections of highway for the price of this truck. I need to start doing some sort of standardized sound meter testing. I have a sound meter. It's difficult to standardize it because you got to not have other traffic around you, and you got to go both directions in the same section of highway and everything. So there's a lot that goes into it, but I should start doing that because some of these cars just seem very loud. But yeah, we're going to get it back to the pump, fill it up, see what our final numbers are. Still a ton of range. The fuel meter hasn't even budged even after 100 miles, and still says 495 miles of estimated range. So I think we've got a big old 36-gallon tank on this thing. 5.278 gallons put back into the tank here. We are looking at 100.3 miles traveled divided by 5.278. Whoa. Okay, that is quite a bit lower than the truck's readout. Interesting. The truck also thinks we did 1 mile less than we actually did. Well, we'll split the difference there. We'll give 20 miles per gallon here to the Ram 1500 high output 3-liter. That's not a super impressive figure by any means, considering the last 3.5 EcoBoost we tested from Ford got 21, and the 6.2 V8 from Chevy got 21 as well. So 20 miles per gallon, I mean, within a margin of error, maybe, but in the same general ballpark, but definitely on the low side. I can't remember, did we test the Rebel? I think we did. Oh, that's back still when I put Rebel TRX. Not what that truck was actually called. I don't know. I don't think we did a field test. No, we did not test the last one we had. So, yeah. I mean, maybe you'll see slightly better fuel economy around town. This one's the high output, though. So, I mean, it's making a ton of power. It's super smooth, but not necessarily that much more fuel efficient. We do have a 33-gallon fuel tank in here, so 20 miles per gallon times 33 gallons is giving you a healthy 660 miles of highway cruising range in this $94,000 truck. Yeah, so not super impressive on the highway, but definitely comfortable. Not super impressive numbers, but again, a lot of range and within a margin of error for a full-size truck. So thank you all so much for watching. If you do want to see more on the Ram 1500 Tungsten, check the link below to our other videos. Big shout out to LazFit for sponsoring, and we will see you on the next one. I'm Charlie from Daily Motor, and as always, drive on.